Step into a world where cars are more than machines. They're timeless legends that carry your heart across decades. Picture a Mercedes W123 taxi in Morocco, its odometer blazing past 1.2 million miles, still humming like it's 1976, a journey rivaling 2 lunar round trips. These 12 vehicles were forged to defy empires, blending nostalgia, pride, and awe in every mile. From Nordic ice to desert sands, they've hauled dreams through the toughest trials. Saab 900, 1978-1993. It is a warm embrace in a Nordic bliss, a car that scoffs at frost and fate. Launched on May 12, 1978, evolving from the Saab 99, it sold 908,817 units by 1993, including 48,088 convertibles. A 1987 facelift brought sleeker bumpers and a sharper grille. Built on a front-wheel drive platform with a 2,517mm wheelbase, it measured 4,685mm long, 1,690mm wide, and 1,125mm high, weighing 151,300 kilograms. Its double wishbone front and beam axle rear suspension delivered jet-like precision. With a 0.34 drag coefficient for efficiency, engines were inline 4s, canted at 45 degrees, transitioning to the H engine in 1981. Options included 2.0L naturally aspirated, turbocharged, and 2.1L from 1991. The turbo's APC controller enabled flexible fuel use, achieving 25 to 30 mpg and 0 to 60 mph in 7.8 seconds. Transmissions offered 4-5-speed manuals or 3-speed automatics. The H-engine's aluminum head and improved cooling boosted durability, while asbestos-free brakes and water-cooled turbos enhanced safety. Maintenance was simple. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, spark plugs every 20,000. Reliability was legendary. H-engines hit 300,000 miles, some 500,000. Peter Gilbert's 1989 SPG reached 1,022,807 miles by 2014, earning a new Saab 925, now in the Wisconsin Automotive Museum. Zinc-coated steel and 6-layer paint shamed rust-prone BMW E30. Saab Central users shared tales of barn-found turbos roaring after 20 years, one Swedish owner hitting 60 mph with glee and 40 drawn. The heater, capable of warming a small cabin, was a lifeline in Nordic winter. Saab's aerospace curved windshields, cockpit dashboard made it a Scandinavian icon. It starred in Haruki Murakami's Drive My Car and UK one-make races with Tiffany Dell and Damon Hill. The between-seats ignition baffled thieves, delighting owners. Emotionally, it's a loyal companion, evoking nostalgia for bold design. Market. Data shows a 1986 peak of 87,161 units, with car and driver's 10 best. Mercedes-Benz W123, 1976-1985. It commands awe, its doors slamming like a fortress sealing eternity. Produced from November 1975 to January 1986, it sold 2.7 million units, Mercedes' most successful model, designed by Friedrich Geiger and Bruno Sacco. Its rear-wheel drive platform, with a 2,595mm wheelbase, stretched 4,850mm long, weighing 1 in 390, 1,750 kilo. Body styles included saloons, coupes, estates, and limousines. Engines range from petrol to diesel, with 4 5-speed manuals or 4-speed automatics, achieving 20-25 mph and a 0.36 drag coefficient. The OM617 diesel was under-stressed, hitting 600,000 miles in Moroccan taxis, some exceeding 1 million kilometers per auto build. A German farmer's 1982 240D ran 800,000 miles on original internal. Per BenzWorld.org, high-strength steel, double-thick in crash zones, and zinc-rich paint defied corrosion. Seen in the Bourne Identity and Ronin, it was a choice for doctors and diplomats. Owners feel invincible. One Reddit user crossing Europe in their grandfather's W123, heart swelling with history. The cabin's hand-stitched leather and walnut trim evoked pride. Mercedes lost money per unit, destruction testing components for 50,000 hours. By 1980, 1 million units sold, with Europe leading at 1.8 million. Maintenance was straightforward. Oil changes every 7,500 miles, filters every 15,000. Buick LeSabre, 1992 to 1999. It is that steadfast friend who never falters, cradling you across America's highway. Built from 1992 to 1999 on GM's HE body, it sold 1.5 million units, peaking at 211,651 in 1997, North America's top full-size sedan. Its front-wheel drive platform had a 110.8-inch wheelbase, stretching 200 inches long, 74.9 inches wide, and weighing 3,441 to 3,600 load-hours. A 1996 facelift added galvanized fenders and a refined grille for rust resistance. The 3.8L V6 paired with 4-speed automatics hit 19 mpg city to 30 mpg highway. McPherson struts and coil springs gave a cloud-like ride, with driver airbags, passenger airbag, and standard ABS earning II-Chase 4-star ratings. The 3800 V6 was bulletproof, hitting 400,000 miles with 5,000-mile oil changes and occasional coolant. Flushes. J.D. Power reported under 100 problems per 100 vehicles. A Chicago cabbie's 1995 LeSabre hit 487,000 miles per Reddit, needing a water pump and alternator. Galvanized bodies and plastic fenders resisted Midwest rust, making it a taxi. Maintenance was minimal. Timing chains lasted 200,000 miles, brakes 60,000. It starred in Home Alone as Uncle Buck's ride, with the 1993 90th anniversary edition celebrating Buick's heritage. Seniors loved its quiet strength, evoking nostalgia for family road trips. One owner on a Buick forum drove their late father's 1997 model to a reunion, feeling his presence, tears falling. Emotionally, the LeSabre is a warm memory, a symbol of trust. Mechanics saw little work, insurers loved low claims, and rarely visited. Exports to Canada, China, and Saudi Arabia expanded its reach. Honda Accord 3rd generation, 1986-1989. It sparks pride, a mid-size sedan that rewrote reliability. Produced from 1986 to 1989, it sold 1.2 million units on a front-wheel drive platform with a 2,601mm wheelbase, 4,134mm long, and 135 kilo. Its 2.0L A28 fuel-injected 4-cylinder hit 26 mpg with 5-speed manuals or 4-speed automatic. Double wishbone suspension offered crisp handling, while optional airbags and reinforced frames boosted safety, earning NHTSA 4-star ratings. Its mechanical simplicity, no complex sensors, precise shifts, reached 300,000 miles with 5,000-mile oil changes and 60,000-mile timing. Cuban mechanics called it a forever car, per car and driver, surviving brutal conditions. A Honda Tech user's 1987 Accord hit 450,000 miles with hand tool fixes, hinges, and seals lasting decades. It earned car and drivers 10 best, setting Japanese standards. Owners feel joy in its simplicity, one restoring their mother's Accord, hearing her laughter in every drive per a forum. Globally, 800,000 units sold in North America, 300,000 in Asia, and 50,000 in Australia. Honda's obsessive engineering, testing cup holders for 100,000 cycles, door seals for 20 years, ensured a legacy thriving in Cuba and Southeast Asia. Maintenance was minimal. Spark plugs every 30,000 miles, brakes every 50,000. Emotionally, it's a nostalgic bond, a symbol of flawless craftsmanship. Ford Crown Victoria, 1992 to 2011. It commands respect, a fortress for America's toughest drivers. Produced from 1992 to 2011 on the Panther platform, it sold 1.5 million units. Its body-on-frame design with a 2,906mm wheelbase and 5,398mm length weighed 4,057 lb. The 4.6L V8 hit 17 mpg city to 25 mpg highway with 4-speed automatics. Cooling and electrical systems handle police idling, surviving chases. A 2003 fuel. Tank recall didn't dent its legacy. It hit 600,000 miles in taxes per motor trip. Seen in Men in Black and Die Hard, it was a police icon. Owners feel nostalgia, one driving an ex-cop Vic to 500,000 miles, feeling heroic per a Ford forum. Police hoarded spares post-2011, with 100,000 units in 2005. Exports to Canada, the Middle East, and Mexico grew its fame. Maintenance was simple. Oil every 5,000 miles, spark plugs every 100,000. Ford's overbuilt frame and durable wiring ensured immortality. Emotionally, it's American muscle, a symbol of relentless duty. Jeep Cherokee XJ, 1984-2001. It is raw adventure defying obsolescence. Produced from 1984 to 2001, it sold down 3 million units, launching the SUV craze. Its unibody platform, with a 2,576mm wheelbase and 4,232mm length, weighed 3,600 lb. The 4.0L inline-six hit 500,000 miles in postal fleet per Kiplinger's Cars That Refuse to Die. Solid axles and a transfer case tackled any terrain, with 5-speed manuals or 4-speed automatics offering 18 Nm/G. Safety upgrades like 1997 airbags earned NHTSA 4-star ratings. Seen in Jurassic Park and The X-Files, it birthed the XJ Mafia cult. Owners on xjtalk.com shared tales of flooded road Jeeps still running. One drove cross-country, feeling like a pioneer, heart racing. With a 1999 peak of 150,000 units, Jeep's simplicity, no finicky electronics, ensured eternity. Exports to Europe, South America, and Australia expanded its maintenance was rugged. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, suspension bushings every 80,000. Emotionally, it's freedom incarnate, a legacy of defiance. Volvo 240, 1974-1993. The Volvo 240, produced from 1974 to 1993 with nearly 2.9 million sold, became a fortress on wheels. Boxy, rear-wheel drive, and unpretentious, it delivered 20-25 mpg with rugged inline-fours and simple manuals or automatics. Its cast-iron B230 engine routinely topped 400,000 miles, while Irv Gordon's record-setting 1987 240 reached 3.2 million. Built with obsessive durability, wax-coated underbodies, torsion-tested chassis, and engines run oil-starved for 1,000 hours, it thrived in blizzards, salty roads, and harsh winters. Love for safety and reliability, it became more than a lifelong companion, trusted across generations, still working on distant roads decades. Chevrolet Suburban, 1973-1991. It is a family epic, a rolling bunker with windows that carries generations through life's adventure. Produced from 1973 to 1991, it sold bash 1.1 million units on GM's CK platform. Its 302mm wheelbase and 5,565mm length weighed 5,500 lb with a 0.45 drag coefficient. V8 engines, 5.7L 350 and 7.4L 454, delivered 12 to 15 mpg, paired with 4-speed manuals or automatics. The leaf spring suspension and solid axles hauled 10,000 lb trailers, while safety features like optional ABS and reinforced frames earned a 4-star NHTSA rating. The 350 V8 hit 500,000 miles on ranches. Per IC Cars longevity rankings, with oil changes every 5,000 miles, spark plugs every 50,000, and timing gears lasting 250,000. A Texas rancher's 1985 Suburban reached 650,000 miles per a Chevy Forum, towing cattle with only a fuel pump replacement. Rust proofing with galvanized panels outlasted Dodge wagons in salty climates. GM's durability testing, 2,000 hours at 130-degree foods in Arizona, ensured eternity. Owners shared tales of Suburbans surviving floods, one Reddit user hauling family through a Montana storm, heart full of trust. Emotionally, the Suburban is a nostalgic giant, family heirloom. A forum user shared their 1978 Suburban, inherited from their grandfather, carrying them to their wedding, tears of joy mixing with engine hums. Maintenance was straightforward, brakes every 50,000 miles, alternators every 100,000. GM's overbuilt frame with 4mm thick steel crafted immortality. Its legacy lives in rural America and beyond, a symbol of unyielding strength that warms the heart. Toyota Hilux pickup, 1979-1995. It is invincibility incarnate, a truck that laughs at destruction, famously surviving Top Gear's ocean, submersion, fire, and building demolition. Produced from 1979 to 1995, it sold 202.1 million units globally. Built on a ladder frame chassis, it featured a 2,650mm wheelbase, 4,690mm length, 1,680mm width, and weighed 1,600 kg. Its 2.4L 22RE inline-4 engines delivered 2022 mpg, paired with 5-speed manuals or 4-speed automatics. The solid front axle and leaf spring rear suspension tackled any terrain, with a 0.50 drag coefficient reflecting rugged utility. Safety upgrades included 1989 airbags and optional ABS, earning a 4-star HTSA rating by 1990. The 22RRE's cast iron construction hit 500,000 miles in Afghan war zones we see. Toyota Nation users share hammer-fixed tails. One owner rebuilt a carburetor with a screwdriver in the Outback, driving on. Maintenance was rugged. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, air filters every 20,000, timing chains lasting 200,000. Top Gear's 1988 Hilux, drowned and torched, still started, earning global fame. Rust proofing with galvanized frames and undercoating defied coastal corrosion, unlike Ford Rangers of the era. Toyota's Kaizen philosophy, continuous improvement, meant engines were tested in Death Valley's 120 degrees of heat and Arctic, 40 degrees of cold, ensuring eternity. Emotionally, the Hilux is a warrior spirit, unyielding in chaos. A Reddit user shared their father's 1990 Hilux, used to deliver aid in Somalia, still running at 600,000 miles, evoking awe for its service. Maintenance was minimal. Spark plugs every 30,000 miles. Brakes every 50,000. Toyota's $1 billion. R&D for rugged testing crafted a truck that mechanics adored for its legacy thrives in remote regions, from African mines to Australian ranches, a symbol of relentless endurance that stirs the soul. Cummins-powered Dodge Ram, 1989-1993. The 1989-1993 Dodge Ram with the 5.9L 12-valve Cummins 6BT redefined pickups as unstoppable workhorses. Selling 500,000 units, it paired ladder frame toughness with a million-mile rated diesel that hauled 15,000 lb while sipping 18 map gain. Minimal maintenance and rust-resistant frames made it outlast rivals, with fleet trucks surpassing 700,000 miles and resale engines still worth thousands. Culturally, it was a blue-collar icon. Farmers, contractors, even drag racers claimed its strength, while Hollywood put it in Twister. Owners recall unstoppable pride, like one Texan towing across the state, heart pounding with raw diesel power. More than a truck, it became a legacy of strength. Toyota Land Cruiser FJ60 1980-1990. The Toyota Land Cruiser FJ60, built from 1980 to 1990 with 410,000 sold, became adventures beating heart. Its ladder frame chassis, 4.2 L2F inline 6 and rugged 4WD made it unstoppable from Saharan sands to Himalayan passes. Known to hit 1 million miles with only basic maintenance, it earned trust in UN missions, safaris, and expeditions worldwide. Toyota's $800 million testing forged unmatched durability, while owners still share tales of rescues, rallies, and freedom on remote trails. More than a 4x4, the FJ60 became a cultural icon. Tough, timeless, and unyielding. Mercedes-Benz W126 S-Class, 1979-1991. The Mercedes-Benz W126 1979-1991 sold nearly 900,000 units, defining regal elegance in sedan and coupe form. With V8 engines, 4-speed automatics, and a class-leading 0.32 drag coefficient, it balanced power with grace, earning 5-star Euro NCAP safety. Built with $1.2 billion in R&D and 10,000 crash tests, it proved nearly eternal. Taxes ran $600,000 miles, while executives logged 750,000 with minimal repairs. 7-layer paint and galvanized steel defied rust, and its precision maintenance kept it flawless. Owners recall W126 gliding through snow or arriving at galas, each drive a reminder of timeless luxury and unshakable pride. From the Saab 900's icy defiance to the Land Cruiser's global conquest, these 12 legends stir nostalgia, pride, and awe. Their family carrying us through life's epic moments, which ignites your passion.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into Hollywood's hidden history.